Hey everybody, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to show you a very quick tutorial on getting to business with your Brother Scan and Cut 2. This is not, so a little bit of expectation management here. This is not a how to pull your machine out of the box and look at everything that's on the manual, because you all can do that. This is, how do I set this bad boy up, hit scan, hit cut, and get my goods. That's what this video is about. There's a couple preliminary things that I want to go through because I feel like I would be remiss had I not. But these are some of the contents that come in the box, just to make sure that if you are watching this, you could say, wait a minute, I don't have a charger. You should have a charger in your box, just so you know. So I'm having to pull out some of those stuff, and then also some of the little accessories here. So a marker holder, which I don't have a marker holder for my other machine, which is a Cricut. So I'm behind the game on the accessories. I'll tell you that. Okay, anyway, here's the machine. It's beautiful. It has a little flower embellishment type of decoration. That's enough. I was sold. I'm easily pleased. And then there are 3 manuals or 3 quick reference guides in different languages, 3 or 4. So I picked up the English one and I went through it, and I wanted to know, where do I need to set my blade to, and based on the cardstock that I'm using, and how to basically turn this on and scan and cut. I was seriously like my 6-year-old son when he gets a new toy from the Dollar Tree. I could not wait to rip this open. Okay, so I figured out those items, and I'm just kind of, I'm getting the lay of the land here. So I'm pulling out my mat. This is the mat. It comes with a protective cover. I highly recommend you put that protective cover over every single time you use it. It'll keep it stick a little bit longer. So I push the on button, and it comes up with this beautiful little screen here, and it's showing me all kinds of fun pictures. You don't have to wait for that to rotate through. You can just hit the screen with your finger or your stylus and get to work. So I need to put the blade in though first. And so that is one thing I'm going to show you how to do. Of course, there's my manual. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to push it in this, make sure that gray piece is up, and then push down on the blade. Well, it wasn't working. I was like, what is happening here? This is not working. So in true Mary fashion, or anyone that has access to the internet fashion, I took to YouTube and said, okay, obviously, I don't have the patience to read this, so I'm going to go for instant gratification. Someone help me. And I've realized that in order to do this, you have to actually pull the cap off. Yes, just in case you missed it. Pull the cap off. And this way, you can actually use your thing. So brother is facing you, the word brother, push it down, and then lock it in. Good to go. All right, but we're not really good to go, because I did a test run and it didn't cut. So what you have to do though is you have to twist this little twister knobby, and then you're going to actually see the blade come out. Once you see the blade come out, then you twist it back to the number that you want. So I'm going to set mine at 5 because I'm using medium weight cardstock. And yeah, so that's how you do it. Now we're in business. Turn it on, hit scan, and we're going to go to a direct cut because I just want to cut out my images that I have. Here's what I'm cutting out today. I dared not color them first. This is my very first run at this, so I did not want to waste time coloring and then screw it up. And then you're going to basically hit the prompts. You're going to load your mat, which is the top right button, and that's going to scan it. So it's going to push it all the way through. It's going to pull it all the way out, and it has scanned the images. Once that's done, of course, follow your prompts. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to hit OK, and then we're going to drag in our little red arrows just to bring it in to the image. Okay, once that's done, you can zoom in. I'll zoom in later, but I didn't zoom in this time. But you can zoom in and see and make sure everything is good to go. Okay, so now I'm ready to go. I'm going to hit cut, and I'm going to hit go, start, the green button right there on the right-hand side. And then it's going to do its business. I did not read my little ruler there for some reason. So I will look into that. If you know, pop in the comment section below, but I don't know the reason just quite yet. But once it's done, I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to unload my mat, and then I am going to pull off my images. Now, this was done straight up against the black line. You might want to do that sometimes for your images. Maybe you don't want the white border. Certain styles of cards or projects don't call for that white border. And so that's the great thing about this machine. I can get whatever I want from it. And this is only the scan and cut portion of what this machine can do. So I was looking into it, and I can pretty much eliminate most other things that I have. So I'm very excited about it. Okay, so I get that done, and now I'm going to do all the same things again, except with these images, I'm going to actually cut out a border. So you can see here I did everything the same to include the scanning. Once I get caught up into that portion, which I just sped this up for you to see, so scanning gets done, we're going to then do the same. We're going to drag in our red lines, our red arrows. I am going to zoom in on these because I want to see what I'm looking at. I didn't zoom in last time, and maybe I missed the ruler, that's why. So I'm going to zoom in and take a closer look. It looks like everything is outlined, but I want to set a border. It's the first time setting a border. So there's a little circle one you'll see me push right there. And then I'm going to push the up arrow, and that's going to bring it to 0.08. I didn't know what 0.08 meant. I mean, I know what the numbers mean. I didn't know what it was going to look like, though. So I do the same things. I zoomed in again. It's going to show me. It looks like it looks good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that. Now, I think the normal white border that we get from a lot of our dyes is closer to the 0.04. The 0.08, of course, is just a little bit larger than that. Still cute, still okay. I'm still going to use these images, but it was a little bit bigger of a border than I would normally use. However, look how perfect that is. That is incredible. So I was just in awe of this, and I questioned all my other decisions when it came to crafting. Once I was done with this machine, I was running around the house like a crazy person. So that's it. And you shut your machine off, and you have just scanned and cut. It is amazing. I am not by any means, it gets 5 out of 5 stars, by the way. I am not by any means suggesting that if you go out and if you have things that work, use them. But I'm going to tell you, if you are one of those people that consistently buys dies to match your stamp sets, you do your own math, but it's probably going to pay for itself quickly, depending on how fast you buy that stuff. My issue for not getting it for so long was space. So I have resolved that issue by doing a little bit of purging and moving around things. And I have made space for this because I know I'm going to use this machine a lot. I already have. You're going to see it in a couple upcoming videos. So I stopped buying coordinating dies for stamped images. So anyway, that's all I got on that. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll do my very best to answer them. And I'll link where I got it for really good price over at Amazon for the Scan and Cut too. So again, let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.